Hello? You're just a flightless bird!
Dense or heavy emotions that they are attached to. And I also make sure that they are looking at their genetic components. So really,
you think the sisters are looking at their genetic components? No, not until it's too late.
Observing and seeing who in my family, in my feminine lineage, is carrying a lot of heaviness and density. And
what I tell you, hereditary, however you pronounce that word, but you gon' get it. It ain't in your family, it's ancestral or ancestral. It comes from the ancestors, man. That's why we always say, black woman, you got some nerve trying to be against black men. Well, at least us in the know. The fuck, do you think Anton know anything about this? He knows nothing about this.
I do some mapping with them on that as well. So healing our fibroids is a really holistic thing. We really have to take into account the genetic components, the emotional components, and the nutritional components. All.
Do you think black women pay attention to those things, black men? Don't let them talk to you anyway, brother.
Three really matter.
You have a full main sign showing that your fibroids are shrinking.
Look, all type of decent looking women that you may have sex with, bitch, bleed on your eggplant. You don't know why.
Whatever you're doing to treat it is working. Number one, lighter menstrual fluid. You would no longer need to change your pad every hour, and your cycle would be regular. It would also fall within that 5 to 7 days.
I ain't gonna gross you out. I'm gonna keep it moving.
No.
Look, all these bitches, all of them, all of them, all of them, all of them. But we try to be nice over here. We don't try to expose you. One of your superpowers is destined for the fucking wall, bitch. Not because of your age. Because of just the way that you did your pussy your whole life.
I've been debating whether or not I want to do this, but this is for all of my people with uteri, particularly black people. I found out a year and a half ago that I have...
Particular to black people. Good-looking women that you niggas would fuck. Good-looking women that you niggas would fuck. Guess what? Black woman. Do you know that the black man would care about you if you was to open up about your scenario and tell him that your pussy is under construction, bad, this, that, that? The black man would care about you. And you need somebody to care about you. That's why that other girl said, I got to check your emotional space. Do you have a man, or are you just sitting around with a bad pussy? You understand? Women that you will have sex with. What's going to stop you from hitting this? You don't know that the bitch about to bleed on you. You thinking you getting some good box. You don't know as a black man.
Tumor on my uterus. I've been debating whether or not I want to do this, but this is for all of my people with uteri, particularly black people. I found out a year and a half ago that I have a tumor on my uterus. These particular tumors are called fibroid tumors. But when you look at me,
it's not cancerous. It's not a disease. Okay? But guess what it could do? It could kill you. Because they could cause the blood clots, which could travel. These things form up heavy. So they're taking blood from your body. They thrive on blood. In turn, you're losing blood. You're coming anemic. You're losing iron. You're losing everything. Now, as a black woman, do you think a regular black man like me supposed to know all this? Do you think the niggas that you fuck knows all this? No. Do you think the niggas you talk to every day know anything about this? No. You a lying bitch that's willing to keep everything a secret. Everything. Everything. But I try to keep it nice. It's Black History Month. You know what I mean? I try to take it easy. I don't want to expose my sisters. They expose themselves.
It's not obvious. It's not something my gynecologist could feel, and it's not something that I ever saw when I looked at myself in the mirror. This thing had been.
What does that mean? That means it's inside your pussy. That's what it means. Sitting around putting on bathing suits and dressing up that shit. Walking around here with endometriosis and all this shit.
Of me for however many years or months, and I had no clue.
Taking fucking birth control since you were 16 and shit. Getting BBLs, putting all type of toxins in your body and shit.
Until at one point I was just bleeding for 8 straight weeks, and my gynecologist couldn't.
Hello. Listen, niggas. You ain't getting no game like this. The bitch said I was bleeding for what? For how long? Do you know that a pussy could do that, black man? Black man, do you know a pussy could do this?
I had no clue until at one point I was just bleeding for 8 straight weeks, and my gynecologist couldn't.
I was bleeding for 8 straight weeks. And my white gynecologist, who I chose, knows nothing about the hereditary of the black woman. I was better off coming to the modern men's zen to get a better diagnosis. That's somebody who knows the black woman's vagina through and through. That's somebody who's helping the black men know the black woman's mental state. Imagine if you had something on your eggplant, black man, you wouldn't be happy mentally either. This bitch was bleeding for 8 straight weeks out of her pussy. That is signs of a bad pussy, sister.
Been growing inside of me for however many years or months, and I had no clue until at one point I was just bleeding for 8 straight weeks, and my gynecologist couldn't figure out why, so he sent me to do an ultrasound. This is the best thing I could find for reference, but this is about
Yeah. That's called endometriosis, excessive bleeding. Okay, that's what Tiffany Haddish got. You know. When you can find some game like this on the internet helping you decipher the black woman, please let me know. She was bleeding for 8 straight weeks. How do you think her emotional state was? How do you think this good-looking black woman felt inside when she see your black ass and trying to give you attitude? Because you said hello. You don't know this bitch been bleeding for 8 straight weeks. She's holding that secret for somebody trying to get some pussy from her, making it seem like she an all well-to-do, wholesome, good pussy having ass black woman. That man wondering, why you won't let me fuck you then? Because she ain't telling him, yo, my pussy's fucked up. I'm bleeding for 8 straight weeks because she know that nigga never fuck her again. And those are some of the tricks that the black woman is using on you niggas, bleeding on your eggplant more than 1 time a month. Talking about, oh, I didn't know it came early. Oh, I didn't know. Lying to your ass. Oh, my stomach hurt. Oh. Well, look at why. This was in her pussy. Look, this was the size of the blood clot in her pussy. Soaking up blood, growing by the year, feeding off seafood broils, BBL, medication, alcohol, lifestyle, feeding off of it, growing inside her fucking, anywhere around her uterus, her fallopian tubes, just growing anywhere. But it got to this size in her pussy. Think she told the man she was fucking that? But black woman, let me let you know, if you did tell us, we would care about you. We would do the history. Those brothers would find out ain't shit that you did wrong. You don't have a disease. It's just hereditary. Your pussy's destined to go bad. And we could all understand one another and love one another instead of you hiding, acting like you more than you are. But you know you got this secret over black men. They don't know nothing about no pussy like I do. They don't know shit about no pussy, except how to dig your back out, sis.
The size, perhaps a little bit smaller, saw when I looked at myself in the mirror. This thing had been growing inside of me for however many years or months, and I had no clue until...
Very important point. I'm glad I rewinded back. For however many years. When do this type of stuff start, black woman? Would you ever tell the black man? Well, I will. This stuff started about 17, man, 18. And then you hear these bitches say what? The 20s is my whole phase. Ma'am, you ain't doing nothing but letting this fibroid grow up in your pussy. But you don't know that black men know that. Hello? I know black men don't know that. I could go around, I go anywhere and teach this shit because black men don't know shit about no pussy. But they let this stuff fester for years and years and years and years until they get this discomfort, until all that bleeding coming out of her, she lost iron. She became anemic. All that blood came out of her for 8 weeks straight out of her pussy.
When I looked at myself in the mirror. This thing had been growing inside of me for however many years or months, and I had no clue until at one point I was just bleeding for 8 straight weeks, and my gynecologist couldn't figure out why, so he sent me to do an ultrasound. This is the best thing I could find for reference, but this is about the size, perhaps a little bit smaller than the tumor on my uterus. And because my uterus tilts back a little bit, that's probably why it doesn't protrude. I'm not just saying this to show off my workout routine. I'm saying this because these particular types of tumors are predominantly found in the Black community. And you cannot always tell when you have them.
Predominantly found in the Black community, and you cannot always tell that you have them because they are not teaching you that it's hereditary, and only the modern men Zen knows this. Because I've dealt with women, I've had them conversations. Men can't even have these conversations with you, Black woman. I can't. Because you know I'm informed, and you know I'm not trying to shame you, and you know I know it's not a disease. But you also know I know you faulty, bitch. So you're going to have to respect me if you want to talk real. And that's what I'm arming my Black men with. War weaponry. This is the war, fam. This is what they hold over your head, Black man, this pussy. Because they expect you not to know about it.
Have them until you have problems. And when gone untreated, these can sometimes lead to fertility issues. If you don't already get sonograms or ultrasounds with your gynecological visits, then you need to. Take control of your health and find out about whatever issues you could be facing before they become a major problem. Now I make sure that he refers me to an ultrasound every year.
You know what I'm saying, Black man? I know this scares you. I know this grosses you out. I know you don't want to comment or nothing like that. I get it. This that game you ain't heard. Yo, nobody you know could talk to you like this. Nobody you know. That's what you call value. I just don't like to do this to my Black woman. You know what I mean? Because I know it ain't a good look. I don't like to do it to the girls. You know what I mean? Because it's baby, you got this beautiful body, baby. You want to really talk? Let's talk. You know what I mean? Like, you know how it is, fam. It's that real game, son. You're not going to hear this on the panels. Maybe one day I could get on these panels for you niggas one day, B. You know we got that game. You know we got that game, man. I just, like, these people are so low level in my estimation from the thought process of basics. They're way above my grade. Like, they up there, they driving Porsches, they're in the big stratosphere. I'm still fighting the basic war with the niggas. Eggplant versus box. Who could win? That's the war. You niggas, yeah, you level up, do whatever you gotta do. That ain't gonna help you win that war. Eggplant versus vagina, brothers.
You're not gonna hate man.
I've been debating whether or not I want to do this, but this is for all of my people with uteri, particularly Black people. I found out 1.5 years ago that I have a tumor on my uterus. These particular tumors are called fibroid tumors, but when you look at me, it's not obvious.
I mean, think about it, black man. Think how well I know you, black man. I know you so well, black man. I know there ain't no black woman ever came and sat you down and told you about this. That's how well I know you, black man.
All of my people with uteri, particularly black people. I found out a year and a half ago that I have a tumor on my uterus. These particular tumors are called fibroid tumors. But when you look at me, it's not obvious. It's not something my gynecologist could feel, and it's not something that I ever saw when I looked at myself in the mirror. This thing had been growing inside of me for however many years or months, and I had no clue until at one point I was just bleeding for 8 straight weeks, and my gynecologist couldn't figure out why, so he sent me to do an ultrasound.
Now, as a black woman, you bled for 8 straight weeks. That still ain't make you want to be nice to a black man? God damn, baby. You really are a horrible person. That's how bad you are. Knowing that the only thing that you got to hold over that black man is your pussy. You know it's faulty. You know it bled for 8 straight weeks. And you still don't love you some black man? God damn. My goodness. Shit. God damn. The Emperor.
Hey. Now, woman.
King Disagreeable.
Hey. Now.
She used tumors. Come on, man. I try to spare my sisters. Don't do this, man. She used tumors as an excuse to bust down. Nasty work. Oh, God. I try to spare my black sisters every chance I get, but sometimes even I get upset. And I'm like, bitch, I know you. I know you. Like, you know how nice I am? I know you. And I try to be nice, man. I really do, man. I talked to a couple of black women who had that shit and their periods would be on and off. I stopped talking to all 3 of them bitches. That was my point I was saying earlier, the Emperor. I was saying, did you think she went and told the nigga she was fucking that she was bleeding for 8 straight weeks? Because he would not fuck her again. And if these bitches told niggas about their fibroids and their issues with their pussy and how they try to block their period for laying on birth control for years and years and years, niggas wouldn't fuck you. That's the misconception about the black man. If we knew your health bill on your vagina, you wouldn't get fucked. The black man is a little more sophisticated than fucking on your overly bloody endometriosis pussy. You really discredit us black men. The fact is we don't know the truth. That's just the fact. You're not about to be a gladiator and your pussy misfiring. Oh.
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were.
Unbelievable. You done changed your name, but goddamn, I know, Key. I don't know what I'm doing, man. They said I could change it back, but I'm just trying, I'm trying to see if anything could give us a little growth. I'm just trying it out. They said I could change it back. I'm trying anything at this point, man, because it's the truth over here. I got real players in the building.
I think my gynecologist could feel, and it's not something that I ever saw when I looked at myself in the mirror. This thing had been growing inside of me for however many years or months, and I had no clue until at one point I was just bleeding for 8 straight weeks, and my gynecologist couldn't figure out why, so he sent me to do an ultrasound. This is the best thing I could find for reference, but this is about the size, perhaps a little bit smaller than the tumor on my uterus. And because my uterus tilts back a little bit, that's probably why it doesn't protrude. I'm not just saying this to show off my workout routine. I'm saying this because these particular types of tumors are predominantly found in the Black community. And you cannot always tell when you have them until you have problems. And when gone untreated, these can sometimes lead to fertility issues. If you don't already...
Hello, black woman. You think black men don't know nothing about you? Well, think again. I thought maybe the word simp was... Me too, man. Me too, man. Me too, brother. Me too. We'll see what happens. You know, one thing that I do know, like everything I stand by, as poor as it is, I stand by it, and it's righteous. I believe we have to catch up to be modern men. I believe it. Like a lot of you niggas are modern men already. You don't go for half of the shit that these bitches go through. I'm just giving you the last parts of it. You know what I mean? A lot of you niggas made it your business not to get caught up in this child support shit. You know what I mean? That's modern man shit. Now, brothers want the war. Well, we got to know our opponent. We got to know that they'll dress up. They'll look like this. They'll make you think that pussy is right. Look, she making you think her pussy right. Yeah, guys, I'm not trying to show off my workout routine. Bitch, you know you ain't eat well your whole life that made you get a fucking tumor on your pussy.
I'm not just saying this to show off my workout routine. I'm saying this because these particular types of tumors are predominantly found in the Black community. And you can...
Predominantly found in the Black community. Damn. Bitches be bleeding on my niggas' eggplant. Oh, my period came early. Right. I'm sorry, y'all. It wasn't about this. This was about Island Girl Q, man. Yo, Emperor. Yo, see, I'm telling yo, Emperor. Like, tell the truth, homie. Like, if I really wanted to go off on these bitches and I really wanted to have you niggas firing off on these bitches, you know I got that real ammo. I got that real ammo, man. Like, come on, man. I love my Black women, B. Y'all niggas know I protect them at all costs. But my niggas are more important. I cannot have you fooling my niggas with this beautiful body. You cannot fool my niggas with this beautiful body. Ah, shit. Sorry about that. Dang. Can't fool niggas. Matter of fact, I'll do the Island Girl Q stuff as well. It all brought me to... See, what happened was this Island Girl Q shit brought me to this. Where I'm sitting there looking at these Black bitches, right? I'm sitting there looking at these Black bitches on the screen, right? And I'm sitting there and I had got upset for a moment, right? Hold on. I had got upset for a moment, right? And I was like, yo, these bitches got fibroids. Like, what am I doing here? You know what I mean? Like, yo, these bitches are acting like they real people. Yo, they got fibroids, son. Like, yo, bro, you got immediate. You got me fumbling my own words. I'm gonna have to skip that for now because I'm getting a little too excited. Let me calm down. Calm down, son.
That you're okay with, you're okay.
I think you said something about Black history. I'm be honest.
No, I'm pulling up the article.
Black History Month.
Black History
Shots
Month.
fired.
Well, I gotta look it up, right?
I'm pulling up the article.
Okay, look it up. The Black History Month.
So it's okay for it. So it's a lot of things that they're doing that you're probably okay with as it pertains to Black people. So I understand why that would just go over your head because it's something that you're okay with. You're okay with them removing our history and not, acknowledging Black people in this country on that level. You're okay with that. So I'm not surprised that you don't know.
I have a question.
Hold on.
You do lean more into
the shade room.
It says Fox 32, Chicago, AL.com, CBS News. I just typed into this.
And just because you haven't heard about it, Anton, doesn't mean it's not out there and it's not happening. You do lean more into topics that you align with and that you agree with. So I'm not surprised that you didn't hear about this because you're not really pro-Black anyway. So it's okay for it. So it's a lot of things that you didn't hear about this because you're not really pro-Black anyway. So it's okay for it. So it's a lot of things that they're doing that you're probably okay with as it pertains to Black people. So I understand why.
Yeah, so she went there, but that wasn't the part.
The Black History Month. I don't know how many years people have been doing it here, but why do Black people need a month to celebrate the people that had made achievements in the world? Imagine.
Why do Black people need a month to highlight the achievements that they made in the world? Now, I must warn you. You know I'm celebrating Black History Month over here, so I take it a little disrespectful. That's why I went to the fibroid. She's a tether. Only a tether would think like that. But you know, the regular foundational Black Americans bring you people around. You know?
I don't know how long, how many years people have been doing it here, but why do Black people need a month to celebrate the people that had made achievements in the world? Imagine if white people, oh, let's do a white people month. Like
Now, Q was gonna keep on going, on and on and on. But these black bitches, you see how the black bitches jumped in, but they didn't jump in when that woman called Anton non-pro-black. They didn't jump in for Anton, but she's jumping in to save Q. No, let her keep talking.
Okay, look it up. The Black History Month. I don't know